Rodrigo keeps coming and going with his internet. But yeah, for those who are here, hello, yes, new profile picture. But today is F124 Formula Creator round 6 here at Singapore. I could put myself in a really nice position to win the championship in Brazil if it goes my way. By saying that, I mean the top result. But yeah, let's get into it. Just really moving around in my chair at the moment, get comfortable for this shit show to unravel around me. But yeah, Rodrigo has rejoined. Let's hope he doesn't have a Miami all over, where he disconnects more times than there were laps. But yeah, for those in chat, who do you think will win? Me, Snake Hunter, who is probably my closest championship rival, closest driver to me on grid. Maybe Tom Shock Result, or Rookie of Extra Gamer, who has done quite well on TikTok recently. Louis has just joined. Let's see how hectic this quali can be. I'm just sending that to the general chat. That Mumbo Jumbo does have a quali ban here, meaning he cannot partake in qualifying. So yeah, I've just sent a gentle reminder and then pinged 2 drivers who probably are in VC with him as their good mates, to hopefully remind him if he hasn't got that message. But yeah, if he does a lap in quali, it's a race ban, so this is a wet setup. Okay, let's get up the dry setup one.
Now, we've all done a lot of work for this circuit on the simulator, but nothing beats real data. Bear in mind the car's capability changes based on track conditions, so your reference points may not always be in the same place.
Let's just make some tweaks, shall we?
The track's pretty quiet at the moment. Perhaps we should get out there, get a few laps in.
See if this actually brings much influence. As Rodrigo has a left session. Let's invite him again. Mumbo Jumbo has retired from session, and that's his quali finished due to his quali ban.
Checks complete.
Let's go.
Everyone be aware.
My teammates out on track already. There's quite a few similar names from last week. This is our biggest grid. It's about 16, 17. No, I think it's 14, 15 actually. 2 drivers who said yes on attendance pulled out. One of them today, and then won yesterday, I think. Rodrigo expressing his love-hate relationship with the game. As I've just understeered off the pit exit and almost gone into the side of Mata. So yeah, I am expecting probably a investigation post-race about that. But yeah, 68 Mata, he's a new driver. He's in the Haas partnering Jedi. Hopefully they can both compete in this race. It's a race all about strategy, getting the tyres in the right window, especially in quali. It's gonna be one lap wonders. There's Snake Hunter going past. I'm trying to stay out of way of the slow, well, as the slow car. But usually it's me doing the overtaking on my laps. But yeah, today I could get my 4th pole in a row, 3rd win in a row here. However, my 2nd win on track, the 3rd one came from a bunch of penalty controversies in Silverstone. But anyways, pole positions seem to be my thing in this league. I've got 4 as of the date, but could I make it 5 here in Singapore, 4 in a row? Snake Hunter 27-4 to start this quali session off. It's a tweak to what I've been using in quali, so hopefully there's a bit more grip, because that was a wet setup I've been using in my tests. This is now a dry setup, so hopefully there's a bit more pace out of it. Extra Gamer 27-3, current fastest lap of session. Sir Smokes has retired from session, he's on track, and by the looks of it, it is a quali ban coming his way.
Been pushed down to P13.
Let's see if I've got the tyres and window still for another run. It's the 10th off. Time to gain. Come on, Rodrigo, get out of my way. That was very nip and tuck, but he got out my way. Almost went in the back of him.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Rodrigo, he's only just came out on track and he's already out of the session again. Back end, not wanting to stay for another lap. That's going to be me backing out. But yeah, there's pace, there's definitely pace. You can see that the pace is there. So far this season, my lowest start is last, and that's due to a fairly unfair thing. yeah, extra says provisional P1 on debut, and I was finding 3 temps, then I dropped it, because if you saw in that hairpin, the car literally, it was horizontal to the apex of the corner. The car just had 0 grip on turning. Shows that the tyres really don't go too long here. What I'm going to do is go back out on the same set and try and save another set for the race. Because where possible, that extra set of softs could be crucial. And there I believe is Kinga out on track. Yeah, it is, alongside Louis. Last time I was behind Kinga, I got a 5-second penalty in qualifying. So I'm just going to get past him on the bounce and try and punch a hole in the air on my outlap and see what I can do. This car really wants to slide. Not how I like it at all. Could mean I'm in danger in the race, especially through that middle sector. It seems to be at its slippiest. Now let's do basically a time trial lap is what this session is all about. Can you replicate your time trial or not? There's a parked Ferrari on track, fairly dangerous.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel
Tom says
now.
he's struggling with the setup he's got at the moment. That's good for me. But then knowing Tom, there's always a reason to evade being quote unquote slow. But yeah, this has 0 pace. Well, 4th at the moment. Being fairly lackluster. Matter currently fastest. Let's have a look at sectors. I can definitely find 2 temps in that first sector, but that really seems to be where I'm off the pace. However, middle sector, absolute stellar. final sector also fairly good, but can be improved. Yeah. Is Rodrigo's car still parked? Yeah. Oh. And then there's the other Ferrari off the track. My teammate going round, I believe it's an in-lap. He's just gone 8th fastest.
Okay, mate, our best lap so far, 1 minute 27.5.
I've just asked anyone if they want to drive through Rodrigo's Ferrari to see if it's safe. Because I'll be honest, I'm quite worried. As Snake Hunter, he's setting a fairly slow first sector. Probably not on a push.
Okay, we're 8th in the speed trap, 185.7 miles per hour.
It's a question, who's the latest out of pits? Ferrari's still bugged. Everyone's still avoiding that Ferrari. Quite sketchy, that Ferrari.
Okay, that's all
Let's go out.
complete. We're ready to
I'm
go.
gonna leave myself just enough time for 1 lap, and 1 lap only. Maybe 2 if I'm quick enough. Yeah, I will get 2 laps. This session's all about pushing the track to its limits now. Because 4th, not where I really want to be regarding my championship rivals. 2nd, with Extra Gamer now on top. Mercedes really showing some pace. First time both drivers are racing this season. Last weekend was a Mercedes debut. Let's see what I can do. What lap time? 1 lap only. This has to be a lap of my life if I want pole. No mistakes at all, because there's a fair advantage between me and the current pole sitter. It's about a further 4 tenths or so. I'm finding about 2 tenths a sector. I don't think it's enough. It's purple though in the middle. Let's see what it is. It's fucking pole. Come on. Yes. Whew. Ah, wow. Come on. That is a lap of absolute brilliance. Come on. Ah. In Silverstone, it was final lap. Wonders. I literally found about a 10th in the final few corners. That 10th gave me pole. In Miami, I was second all session, and then I topped Tom in quali. But come on, it's fucking pole in Singapore. Wow. I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with that. It's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a big fight. The top 4, a quarter of a second. Pole, less than 2 hundredths of a second. I told you, no mistakes, and I've done that. A big statement, especially when it comes to fighting for the championship here. Oh yeah, I'm happy. I'm really happy. Thanks, Tom. It's just Charles Leclerc qualifying. You can just tell I'm gassed, but know me, I'm not going to convert it. I've only converted it on track 1 time this season. Off track I've converted it twice. If you include pre-season, then it's a 3rd time. Let's see how I'm on. Okay, everyone's on mediums by the looks of it in top 5.
Right, let's get the car up to temperature on this lap, please. We're learning the gears, so let's go through them all if you can.
Well, I'm happy now.
Okay, radar is clear, weather is looking good for now. decent parking. Let's
I'm
try
happy
and
with
get a
that.
good launch as the lights go out. Keep an eye on the lights.
Let's see if I
5
can
seconds
convert
as
now.
soon as the grid is
Can I
light.
get
Ready
it
with the clutch.
in the bag? If I win and Snake Hunter finishes where he's starting, I can win the championship in Brazil. It's a good start by Mata. I'm going to cover him off there. As I lead through the first few corners. It's literally top 5 currently in the same order they started. So it's not been too busy back up front. But now it's a matter of fact, how well can I defend? Yellow flags, it's a Haas.
Virtual safety car deployed.
Oh, Jedi
Slow down
VSC
and
has been
maintain a positive
deployed.
delta. Virtual safety car is deployed.
That's an early dent in a Haas's race. Jedi's in pits. VSC is ending.
Okay, VSC
Let's
ending.
start
We're
going
green.
again.
Maintain positive delta until the green flags. Green flag.
And it's kept my teammate close with the field, so hopefully he can beat Jezza, which is what we need. Because if I was to do it normally, he would have fell off quite massively. But Mumbo Jumbo is slicing his way through the fields. I'm assuming he's under harder compound tyre, because this is probably where his strategy needs to go here.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
Extra's gonna get a better exit by far. He's gonna take the lead probably. But that's probably some battery being burnt up. Extra has disconnected. That's a pain,
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place.
as now he plummets. And it's not favourable at all to invite anyone.
Okay,
Louis
caution,
has retired.
caution. Virtual safety
It's a
car is
safety
out.
car.
Reduce speed and maintain a positive delta on your dash. safety car, safety car. No overtaking, reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up.
Question, does anyone pit? I don't think anyone will. It's too early in my eyes.
Stay out, stay out. There's no need to box under this safety car. We've got nothing to gain from new tyres here. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace.
There's some shit I hate to share. Extras pitted. Mumbo's on mediums.
Okay, we're coming up to the safety car now. Do not pass it. You are the leader. Follow the safety car.
It's good for Jedi. He pitted lap 1. He's going to catch up. Quite a few towards the back are pitting. However, I think they're forcing themselves onto 2. Whereas we can try and go long here. Well, this race is all about strategy now, because Extra, who could have the pace to win, has pitted, and quite a few of the further back cars have also pitted. Trying to release the strain on tyres here, and especially on the safety car. Going to try and take really wide lines through corners, reduce how much I'm turning.
You're approaching the safety car. You're leading, so don't pass it. Stay behind the safety car.
Could really go long, maybe even see softs in this race, if strategy goes right. There's a Ferrari off. I think that's Vivi. Well, this has been a fairly boring race. We done half a racing lap in VSC, about a further racing lap in a safety car. But at least it means my fuel gamble is going to work.
Okay, the safety
Safety
car
car in this lap.
We'll be pacing the field in sector 3. Make sure to respect the delta until the safety car's into the pit lane.
If you hear my phone buzzing, it's because Rodrigo keeps calling me, which is honestly getting annoying.
Okay, clear.
But yeah, we're back on the way here. Let's see if anyone goes for a move. No, they all keep it clean. He knows we're in the race, so I don't know why he keeps calling. But there's been a crash. It's Tom and Mumbo Jumbo. They go down the order. Extra, he's up into 4th, Kinga in 5th. And that's really shaped up the order here now. As Extra is on the hard set of tyres. Hopefully I can pit when there's a safety car. Parasol has left the session. He's in one of the V-carbs still driving.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button.
But yeah, looks like it's a three-way fight now. Me, Matter and Snake. Extra's back there if need be. But yeah, Snake, he's desperately going to try and get past Matter. He knows his fight's with me for the title. He needs to minimise the points to loss, maybe even gain some in this race after missing out. To be fair, we've both had a race where the rival has got a win, as I've gone off there in the final corner, so has Snake Hunter. I'm going to go to the inside to try and cover Matter, and then just shift my line back over. Well, Matter got to the apex first there. He was ahead, all corner, and most of straight. So yeah, that's just a shame. Let's try and match his pace though. Extra really finding pace here on the hards, but just shows how these mediums are really dying. I just have no grip in that final corner. That's where Matter finds it.
Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push.
I'm really waiting for a safety car now. And this showcases the difference between wheel and controller on this game. You get so much better time management on the wheel, and therefore you can go longer and not struggle as much for pace. Whereas on controller, me and Snake Hunter, we're stuck here, not really able to catch up with Matter.
Okay, you're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Just keep pushing.
Yeah, just getting swallowed up now. And that's Extra being an absolute buffoon. Ah.
Car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres. Car behind, running hard tyres. Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
This is me trying to get back in this race. This undercut needs to stick. And hopefully I'm not in too much traffic. But it looks like I will be coming out behind Jedi. Maybe even AI.
After these tyres now, we want to finish the race on this compound.
Yeah. Absolute fucking lovely placement.
Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
Paces is insane, honestly. So quick. It feels a lot better than the mediums. I'm very annoyed that even with a 3-lap safety car, maybe even 4 laps, I wasn't able to get the mediums to the actual stage I needed to. Tires were just gone, and then also the incident with Extra. You're telling me to give you an invite when I'm in a race. I'm not forfeiting time. I'm sorry, I'll do it under safety cars, but not when I'm racing for position. That's going to be the same with almost any other driver, mate. You just don't. If it was me asking you for invite, you'd probably say under safety car because you're racing. That's what I'm going to be saying. Thanks Max for DRS. And what a great teammate. Let's go for this title, shall we? Yeah, this circuit don't really have them.
The pace is strong, but be aware these tyres need to go the distance.
Into the pits goes my teammate. He's probably seen how much quicker I am on these tyres. Let's see how hard Jezza fights. I don't think he'll fight too hard over this place, because he knows it's fresh. But then he may consider that it's Aston versus Sauber in both titles, so maybe he's gonna fight. And if so, I'm gonna fight back. That's him done. Up into P6 I go. Come on. I've got pace to hang on there as well. No, I saw it from the lead, but not properly. I know it was quite heavy on the V-carbs, and it could see a very interesting result for the likes of Williams, with Kinga being up there. I'm just waiting for a safety car now. Really bring me back in, because it's such a long pit stop here. Rodrigo's still trying to join the race, but why? He's practically a lap down now. Matta's now pitted. Let's see how far off I am from him. It was about 6 seconds when I pitted. If I'm further back, this undercut really has failed, as there's Kinga who drops the ball. Yeah, Matta's still a long way ahead. However, good half of the lead's been chopped off. But yeah, now he's going to be on the fresher hards.
Okay, the
Safety car. Great timing for Snake Hunter. Maybe not as much me. You know what? Let's do this. It's risky. Very risky. Yeah, I'll invite you now. It's the one I'm gonna give. I'm not gonna give any more.
Okay, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast.
What lap? Lap 10. Finn, if you're here to give coaching advice, fuck off, honestly. I'm not going to be having you spamming me with coaching tips and that as if you're an expert. I don't care. Let me just drive for my championship.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Yeah, you too, Powser. Snake under 10 seconds. Probably speeding into pits.
Okay, let's go now. Come on. Perfect job on the turn in
Everyone's
there, mate.
paying,
Looks like
so
a nice
I've
stop
gained
time.
nothing.
We're happy with that one.
Which is, apart from Mata who stayed out. However, I'll be much more racy now. Just hope these tyres stick together. How many started? 16. Yeah. Actually, no, 15. 15 joined lobby, I think 14 qualified. No, 15 qualified. And then some, I think it was Louis DNF'd. Snake untinted pits. Tom's left.
Remember to adjust your ERS mode in your MFD if you need to.
He's going to try and do what I've done at Silverstone. And that's appeal them 10 seconds. He needs evidence, but... Invite, yeah. Remember, I'm not the only person in this race who have you added. So, if I can't invite you, you can also pester others. I've been asked by about 4 different drivers for an invite this race alone. So yeah, I'm slightly burned out. Hopefully we'll go back racing either this or next. If next, better, because it's only 12 laps to hang on. But I thoroughly think Extra's going to win on debut. He's got pace, he's had it all race. I need my teammate to try and hold up Snake as long as possible. rather than beat Jezza, hold up Snake is what I want, because yeah, Snake's behind him. Longer he's held up there, longer I have a chance to try and work my way up the field. I should make it to second, I'm not sure about the lead though. I personally think the pace I had on that first stint was heavily related to the safety cars. So this is why I'm not weaving this time. So then I can heat the tyres up by actually putting the energy in through the corners.
Just so you know, we're getting some strange readings from a couple of the sensors. I don't think you need to be worried, just some bad data. So keep doing what you're doing. I'll let you know if we notice any genuine problems.
This is going to be a really hard championship to win.
The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap.
This ain't the lowest back I've restarted a race from. Come on, VV, are you actually human? No, you aren't human.
Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres. Okay, clear.
And Mumbo had such a horrible start, we're already 3 seconds off.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 2.0 seconds.
Gonna have to overtake the McLaren on the road and then push.
Okay, no
Now
issues
it's time
with
to
tyre
push.
wear for now.
Try and catch
Taking
Mata.
care of them.
Mumbo driving for his drivers' championship, extra driving to work his way up the drivers and see where Mercedes can get in constructors. Mata's racing to work his way up the drivers. Snake and I are racing for home championships.
And gap to the car in
Max is
front,
racing for both
3.3
mine
seconds.
and the constructors. So there's quite a few stakes out there. But Max didn't even have a lap ahead of my championship rival.
VSC deployed. The
So
virtual
VSC.
safety car has been deployed. We need to keep a positive delta here. Slow down and maintain a positive delta. Right,
Is
top
extra
speed,
going to do
that
what I done
delta's
on the
too low, and we're gonna
on
risk a
the
penalty.
recent VSC
Slow
on
your
lap
pace
1 or whatever?
immediately.
Just back 'em in. If so, that'd be nice. Tom has retired. He's gave up where points is still on cards, I'd say. Yes, I saw, mate. Don't need to tell me. It's right in my fucking face. I can see, I'm not blind. Ay ay ay, mate. Ay ay ay, some people nowadays. 23 and you're more special than my 8-year-old sister. Okay, too much damage on rear wing, potato potato. I don't give two fucks, I didn't ask.
Virtual safety car is ending.
You can tell I'm
Maintain your
very
pace until we
hot-headed
get the
this
green
race, so...
flags. VSC ending, wait for the greens.
Let's see what I can do now. Try and make a dent on the lead.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
I know how to drive quick when need be. You see it in quali, every race. It's 4 poles in a row. Best qualifier on the grid at the moment. So yeah, if I need to go quick, I'll go quick. But then the issue is, this circuit and new setup, I'm dreadful with tyres. This is me trying to recreate my pole attempt. But in the race, trying to nick the fastest lap point off Extra Gamer, he could actually be backing Matter into me because he knows I could be a threat. Or it's just general pace, which is quite odd because when we were on higher loads, he was working a lot better with the mediums than I was. Maybe it's that I'm also not in dirty air anymore, and I'm not having to defend, I can just drive. As it's a 29.8, good lap I'd say. I don't think he'll be fastest lap this race though. As Extra has dropped behind Matter, and they're right there now. Snake onto top 5. This is going to be a difficult race now.
Coming to fit the mediums. Car ahead now running medium tyres.
Let's calm my tits down a bit, shall I? 2 track limit violations this lap. Just shows how much I'm trying to get past Extra. But I don't think Snake will catch Mumbo. If he does, he will certainly get past. But I know for a fact he won't get Extra. I don't think Extra would be trying to back me into Snake, because chances are he'll get caught by Snake and he'll lose more points. And he's only got 3 races to make a dent in the drivers. Even though this season the only race winners have came from Sauber or Aston, the championship pecking order is still fairly close.
We need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop.
Get the better exit. Let's burn a bit as well. Just pull ahead.
Good job. Nice overtake.
This is a revolutionised stint now. The race winner's back on. I know the game he's trying to play. I'm just going to play along because I'm not catching matter.
Gap to your teammate behind, 27.1 seconds. Car behind's just boxed for mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre now.
I'm committed to the corner there. I'm still fairly suspicious of the Mercedes McLaren Aston alliance. I kind of want to see Snake Hunters overtakes on each car. Because no way Snake's just going to get past extra 2 easily when it's a podium. I also feel like I'll be reported once or twice this race. Probably both incidents with extra will go to stewards. And then maybe some of my defences into Singapore Sling, but that's simply just taking a line. Well, my teammate just doing his usual self really. Not matching rivals, which is Jez and Niast. And that's giving him fairly healthy points. Which, I'll be honest, quite frustrating. Because I'm working my socks off to try and get these points over Snake, when he's forfeiting so many to Jezza. And therefore, this work I'm putting in, it really ain't going anywhere. So yeah, just gonna keep driving. And hope for a safety car maybe. If safety car, then I'm putting softs on to the end. But it's getting very late for one indeed.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
I feel like I am in the cockpit because I'm absolutely sweating in what I'm wearing at the moment. But yeah. I'm not looking behind me because the more I focus on Snake, the more I'm going to stress about him. But I know that's going to be a race at the end of this. Me versus Snake over P3. No, P2 and P3. And based off pace I'm going at, I could be, if I do get a 5 seconds for either of this extra game incidents, I could be as low as 5th. So this is a big hurt to my championship, just try and get top 2 again. But there he is quite close, 2.3.
Catching the car ahead, well done, but be aware these tyres need to get us to the end of this race.
Three laps now. I can't lie, I'm feeling faint. I'm feeling faint, but I'm dedicated. I don't have a drink on me, so I'm just gonna have to skin and burn it. .68 Matter's gonna win here. It's too late for a safety car or VSC, but there are yellows. Could we possibly see a VSC? If so, gives me a chance to cool off a bit. But that's both V-carbs out of this race. And now 11 cars to finish. Meaning all but one will score a point. If I was Max, I would actually pit for fastest lap. Yes, it's stuffing up my chances, but it's for the team at this point. I think if I'm ahead into this corner, I've got it next lap. but we've seen so far this race, when it comes to Snake, me, Extra, Mumbo, or even Matter, when it comes to passing here, it takes a lap or two to grow. Max driving a bit like a terrorist. If you report it, he will probably get a race ban for next event. But yeah, there's Snake, he's right on top of me now. I've got 2 pinnacle points when it comes to defending here. If it was into there, probably down here, and that DRS zone at the end of Sector 1. In Bahrain, it was 2nd versus 3rd, me versus him. He was the car ahead. He was overtaken on the final lap.
Okay,
Will it be me
final
being
lap, let's go.
overtaken this
Final
time round as we go full circle, as we get towards the final 2 races of this championship? I'm really scurrying the car through each corner, trying to find the grip, trying to find the exit pace as well, but I'm not able to. He's probably got a fair chunk of his battery left up. I've defended into there, all fine. I've got enough battery for the next zone as well. But hopefully he's feeling it a bit under the dirty air, maybe a bit of understeer or oversteer based off how cooked his tyres are. He clips me on the inside, I've gone into the wall, so I really cannot be held responsible there. I gave him room, and then yeah, that was a semi-rogue send. I did give room. I didn't squeeze much, but Matter will win. I'll take home a fairly controversial P2. Snake onto P3. Mumbo 4th, Extra 5th. Yeah, my teammate 8th, while Jezza finishes 6th. I'll be honest, not where we want to finish. 8th place for Max. Yeah. Extra ain't happy about my move. Wow. Not happy with that. Not happy with that. I know I'm going to be in trouble with FIA. But yeah. Well. There's your final results. And as I type this announcement up quick, there's the results. Well, hope you all enjoyed. See you probably tomorrow. Goodbye.